Hey, welcome to A Foreigner in the Philippines. Now, never in my wildest dreams when I was growing up in Manchester did I ever... I got being followed by two cats. I never did dream that I would one day live in a house that had two carabaos, water buffalo, in the yard. But yes, we do. I'm on my way down for a look at the improvements that Lena is having done to her house. It's just one of the things that we have here, and that is motorcycling through our yard along with the carabao. So what we're doing here is we're putting in... Hey Lena! She's putting in a platform the same as ours, if you can see up there, look, for water barrels, so she'll get decent water pressure. So the water will be pumped up from the well, go up to the platform up there, and then it will be gravity fed down to wherever she wants it. Hey puppy. Hello my pal. How are you, baby? My favourite dog. So actually I haven't been down and seen Lena's extension. Wow, look at this. Wow, Lena. Oh. Wow, beautiful. This is really nice. Look at this. It's a whole other room. Terrific. So that's all the formwork going up there for putting in the concrete. And there's the open fire cooking that she does her cooking on, a little kitchen of sorts, dirty kitchen. Obviously all of this framework will come down once the concrete work is done up there, that platform. Now that's what you call a Philippine ladder. Look at the difference in between one rung and another. Only a Filipino can do that, over 2 feet between one rung and another. That looks really nice. See, that's where the barrel is at the moment, which is not very high, and actually looks as if it's in the way. So she may put 2 barrels up there. I don't really think that she needs it, but maybe she'll just transfer that barrel up to there. We have 2 barrels, but the 2 barrels that we have also supplied Nanai, and at one time supplied Lena as well. Lena has her own well now, so I'm choking a bit because smoke from the fire is coming over. Oh, this used to be my favourite spot for looking at the sunset. Of course it's happening in maybe, there's maybe another hour or an hour and a half before the sun finally goes down. Even though that's Red there, even though he's my favourite dog, along with Pogi, 2 favourite dogs. They really, I don't really own them, you know, they own themselves. dogs are quite different here, farm dogs. And they are quite different, even though Pogie and Red started off as what we wanted to be indoor dogs. But they decided otherwise and preferred to stay outside, so we'd let them out during the day, and then they would mysteriously disappear at night and refuse to come in. But there is Rado's house. Yeah, so the difference between a pet and a farm dog is that these dogs have never had a collar on. They've never had anything put around their neck. They're not, whoops, case of mistaken identity there, or nearly. And so the downside is it's very difficult. If anything goes wrong, it's difficult to get them to the vet because they won't go in the truck. Certainly won't go inside without causing damage, freaking out when I'm driving, and they won't stay in the back. So we have to take a little video of them and rely on the guesswork of the vet to be able to tell us what she can give us for them. They are strange dogs. I've had this happen with a couple of dogs. They've contracted something or other, and they die. Not very often. They just disappear. But then, on the one particular occasion that I had a favourite puppy, was a marvellous little pup, and he used to follow me everywhere, and when I was working he would come and sit near me, and he was a great little pup. Didn't get very old before something happened, maybe bitten by a snake or something like that. Anyway, I noticed that he was not in his usual place, close to where I was working, or I looked around for him, and I found him, believe it or not, like among the trash, like a little lump of stuff that was going to be disposed of, like that. And there he was, and he was obviously not well, so picked him up, brought him home, and put him in a cardboard box. Gave him a cardboard box with an old jumper of mine, and thought, well, we'll try and take care of him. Came back only hours later, and he's gone. And I find him somewhere, not very comfortable, and he wasn't well. I brought him back again, but it didn't do any good. He continued to want to be elsewhere, that special place called elsewhere. And we found him eventually, and he'd died. Never found out. We didn't get a chance to see. Just one of those things that happens. Now there's Red, and he's in among the plantings of Lena, I think. See, so while they live on the edge and are responsible for themselves, they actually do enjoy a much greater, a different kind of freedom to household pets. I mean, I see a pet like Red, much loved as I love that dog. If he lived inside and we were in foreign land, he would probably have a special bed that had been made for him, and pillows and blankets and things, and would be treated like a member, an actual human member of the family. But here it's not that way. If I go for a walk, she sure as heck will be with me. But he lives outside. Well, it's getting closer to sunset. That's a very pretty sky there. Not spectacular, but awesome. And you notice that this is the time when everything has gone quiet. Usually we might have a dog barking in the distance. Right now the guys are working a little bit late. Well, they'll work up to 5 or so. Maybe more, that they'll work to getting to a point where they want to leave off. Actually, now that I've said that, me and my big mouth, now that I've said that, I see that they have the concrete mixed to be able to build that platform. So they're going to see that job done. Looks like they have enough concrete mixed there, and they'll carry it up by bucket up that Filipino step. And so tomorrow they'll be taking that framework down. Okay, well, that's my little before sunset walk tonight. There's a carabao. I still haven't got used to the idea that there's a carabao in the backyard. Red! No, Red has caught me up again. Oh, you lovely boy. Red comes up and sees me, and he wants to be petted, and he wants to be talked to. He wants me to tell him I love him, and I give him a big hug because he's a big dog. And then when he's had enough, he takes himself off again. Are you lovely? Are you lovely boy? He's got a big sad face. Look at this. Always looks sad. Funnily enough, for a dog, he's a peacemaker. When the other dogs are all fighting each other, he'll sort of get in between if he can and stop it. I know that sounds amazing, but he does that. He's a big, gentle soul. Aren't you, baby? Huh? Are you lovely? Dog lovers all know. So, the moon's about to take over for the night. Up there. Yeah, you can see it in the centre of the picture. I've got some materials out there. It looks like well, you can see the tarp is over the plywood. The garden's really, really flourishing. And that's our little deck for our equally little pool and our guest house. Okay, Red, let's go. Wow, look at these These flowers are have really taken over. See if you can find the path, and it winds round to the extension. There, that's what the guys are building back there. That's what it'll look like when they're finished. Okay, that's it from me, and bye for now.